what is up? Welcome to Flavored Vivid. For those of you guys new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical for some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career, I pull a spread on your love life, and then I close it out with spirit guide messages. For the sake of Halloween or sewing, I am dressed as the strawberry shortcake. Fun fact that I feel like a lot of people don't know. The reason for dressing up and the reason where like Halloween came from, first of all, is a pagan holiday. And the reason that we dress up is to protect ourselves during ritual. So, and that's interesting because you guys got the ritual card in the reverse, with the elders card in the reverse and then the veil card in the upright. I need you guys to look deeper at a situation. With the elders card in the reverse, there's something going on right now that you really need to seek advice from somebody that you trust, somebody who is, you know, that you would look up to or wiser than you in a specific situation. Okay. Somebody who possibly has more knowledge, but looking deeper, more detailed into a situation. With ritual in the reverse, that talks about just doing magic for the sake of magic, but your power is not actually in it, and the veil is really thin right now. With me feeling like sharing that fact with you, I feel intuitively like you're not protecting yourself with the magic that you are doing. Keep in mind, words are spells. You do not have to be lighting a candle or doing any insane deep ritual, but there's something that you think you have power in, but you don't. And your elders are trying to bring this to your attention. Your ancestors are trying to bring this to your attention, okay? So it is important to really learn. Maybe you need to learn how to protect yourself better or work on your protection. I do sell a protection and warding class if you're interested. You can get that online, download it, watch it at 3 o'clock in the morning if you want, okay? And then, of course, you can always message questions about it. But there's something that the divine has basically been trying to show you. And if you notice, her candle is smoked out, okay? So it's like there's smoke around whatever you're trying to do right now. It's not, I'm going to be real with you, and it's not what you want to hear, but I feel like your life is so out of balance right now that your energy is not where it needs to be at the current moment. Okay, you definitely need to fill up your own cup with the cup card here. Excuse the fact that I'm missing 2 nails. I don't want to redo them. But there, yes, thank you. Right behind that you have a need for protection. So you have a need for protection right here, and behind that you have the tape card, which says very sticky. So there's a sticky energy or situation around you where you need to fill up your own cup, and you need to look deeper, and it has to do with like power struggle. I feel like in regards to work, for whatever reason, there's a lot of power struggles around you. This could be in any area of your life, so it doesn't have to be just work. For some of you guys it's work, for others of you guys it's like your home environment, or people directly within your home. But there is power struggle. We have 6 planets currently in the sign of Scorpio, which is the 8th house energy, and that deals with transformation, power struggles, and the unseen, of course. And then we have 1 planet in Cancer, which is Jupiter, and then we have 1 planet in Pisces. So we have a grand water trine up in the sky right now, which makes things very emotionally volatile, and a lot of individuals are just kind of reacting on their emotions rather than grounding themselves or holding space. Okay, so just be mindful of that if you are dealing with power struggles and things like that are going on in your life. Now, for you guys, in regards to your career and finances, there's a need for you to like share your message, to like speak up and advocate for yourself. For others of you guys, there's some sort of new job opportunities coming in, and I feel like this is talking to somebody like who is like in between jobs right now. Maybe you're looking for a new job. I do see a new job opportunity coming in. You might have to speak up though and advocate for yourself in some type of way. Maybe you're like unjustly fired or let go or something like that from a different position, or there's something here about like sharing your truth in that situation for whoever that is for. In regards to your love life, you did get the passion card, but it is showing up in the reverse with the camera card and the upright. So what I'm getting here is like you could be very nostalgic at this point in time right now, like looking back on certain pictures or situations in your life, experiences in your life. You're like, man, those were the good days, you know, and I took that for granted, or whatever it may be. I honestly just think that you're spread thin. I really do think that you are spread thin right now, Virgos. and you're trying to delicately balance a lot. You could be oscillating back and forth between, wanting to follow your head or wanting to follow your heart right now as well. So all of that is kind of coming up. You did listen to high vibrational music. I actually put some on in the background of this video. Well, not in the background, I'm sorry, but on my TV back here. So I do have that playing. I like to have that playing all day long anyways. I don't know why it wasn't playing earlier. I've just had a really crazy morning. Dealing with insurance, okay? Fuck insurance. I swear to God, that shit's a scam, dude. But anyways, we're good to go now, finally. And we'll be fine. But I have a surgery coming up. So, and I was really trying to rush it so that it didn't happen during Mercury retrograde. Oh, Virgo, you're ruled by Mercury, okay? So Mercury retrograde is obviously going to impact. If you'd like to see what I have to say about it, I posted on my Facebook. I posted on Instagram. I think I might have posted about it on here, but I could have also just posted about Neptune going back into Pisces on here and how that would impact you. Either way, I've made 2 posts, astrology posts on how that may impact you or how these energies may impact you. So if you'd like, take a look at your sun, moon, rising, and both of those. Okay, I'm using, whole signs there. Let's go ahead and shuffle live. Let's see what's going on. So there's a lot of changes going on around you, Virgo, and I feel like for whatever reason you're not in your power. Okay, I could be specifically be talking to somebody who has a Scorpio moon. You don't have to, or somebody who has a lot of 8th house placements, like you have a Virgo 8th house or something like that. Let's go ahead and see what we've got here. Messages please for Virgo. Thank you. We have reflection. Okay. And 3rd harvest, which is what you celebrate on Samhain, okay, is the harvest here going into the colder months, the winter months. So with reflection, it says, be wary of things that you believe to see with eyes wide shut, for they are the mirrors of the mad, and truths only spoken with a bleeding tongue. Be careful of what you say to people right now, Virgo. There's going to be something that comes up where I'm getting that you won't be able to take back what you have said. Okay, so be careful of a bleeding tongue, essentially, which is a saying, right? Which means like you can't stop it, it's uncontrollable, it just kind of comes out. Or yeah, but let's go ahead and see what the card says. Card number 32, breaking down to the number 5. This could also be somebody saying something to you. Everything can always be vice versa, so take it as it resonates for you, and you will know how that looks. But it says reflection shows you the person that you become, for better or for worse. It shows the parts of yourself that you wish you could hide and the parts that are not to your liking. Your reflection has no desire to hide your truth. You are being guided to acknowledge who you are at this time. Looking to the future is great, and so is setting goals, but how can you make a plan for where you're going if you haven't come to terms with where you are now? It can be challenging to stand in the truth of who you are today. No one wants to say, I'm overweight, or I'm in debt, or I'm sabotaging my goals. However, pretending these circumstances don't exist is like hiding under a sheet of paper in a rainstorm. It'll protect you for a few moments, but eventually the water will soak through and you'll be forced to face your reality, or in this case, your reflection. Reflection has come into your reading to ask you to be honest with yourself. Stop hiding from the situation that you are facing. You must use where you are as a starting place for any real change to occur. All right, so interesting. I never even knew that. It is the top of the deck. So we're using the Seasons of the Witch deck, which is a Samhain deck, which I love to use every single year around Halloween or Samhain. Okay, whatever if you celebrate the 8 Sabbats or not. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and move forward. So right now I am getting, again, watch your tongue. Especially if there's like arguments or miscommunications. This is during this retrograde season. We are in pre-retrograde right now, and it goes retrograde, I believe, on the 1st or something like that. So in just a few days, honestly. So just be mindful, because again, you are ruled by Mercury. Okay, you're a mercurial ruler, so very important here to be mindful of communication, your plans, etc. Okay, and retrogrades are always a time for reflection. So again, don't think that you're being punished or anything like that. All right, okay, messages please for Virgo. Messages for Virgo. All right, we've got the blue card. All right, Virgo, you guys are going through oh, well, okay, it's jam, actually, but I got excited because I saw strawberries, and I was like, oh, strawberry shortcake. Okay. This is a little bit of a heavier spread, not gonna lie. That sucks. Okay. Your overall energy is trash. There's some sort of like trashy behaviors that are going on that are asking you to chuck it in the fuck it bucket. Okay? You've got hay and you've got nail, you've got jam, and you've got blue. So in your energy, there's definitely illness or depression that could have been creeping up on you. In your current energy, there's stress in life, and spirit is cautioning you right now. Yes, you are going into a new start, but how you cultivate the start is going to be really important for your harvest. Okay, you are definitely going in a change of direction here. You could feel really stuck in a situation, not really knowing what to do, but spirit is asking you to still look at the positive side. Even though you are in a jam, you are in a sticky situation. Your future energy is painful truths. You need to see your value through these painful truths, okay? I do see a lot of hard work coming up for you and not sacrificing yourself, but there is a bit of a tower moment or a starting over moment that, you know, needs securing essentially. So let's go ahead and get more information on this. Tell me about the sadness, the depression. All right, some of you guys need to go sit with water or do a great emotional cleanse. Water represents our emotions, and so I am seeing like a deep emotional cleanse. Keeping up with like your salt baths here, going and sitting next to a lake, a river, the ocean, whatever you've got near you, a pond is totally fine as well. Okay, but or you know, taking showers and visualizing like a violet flame around you and all of your dead weight energy kind of going down the drain and washing away from you. Same thing in the bathtub. You guys, I do sell salt baths and very specific baths on my thing, like on my website here. So if you need anything else, sell oils that you can use safely on your skin and in the bath, okay? Or in rituals if you're doing a lot of candle magic, because we did have that rituals card in the reverse here. So just adding that in there. Okay, we've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So a lot of you guys are avoiding looking at the fact that like maybe you've dropped the ball. Kind of things are spiraling out of control a bit. Whatever it may be, okay? It could be anything. It could be like your children are spiraling out of control, or like your dog has shit on every single stair in your home, or you know, work is just not going as planned, or you took on more than you can chew right now, and you know, you didn't plan for these unexpected bills to pop up, and so financially you're feeling strained. Like whatever it is in your life, or even if it's like your own behavior and there's like other people around you, right? You know, but it's like you need to look at it here. I feel like a lot of you guys are having a hard time taking a look at that. Yeah, the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and it's building resentment in your heart space. Okay, it is like whatever this is, it's like regret or resentment almost. It's a closed off heart space. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords and the Ten of Pumpkins. This could absolutely have to do with family for some of you guys with the Ten of Pumpkins, or again, your finances, your legacy, your future. Let's go ahead and see what we've got in the middle. Tell me about Jam here. What are... Thank you. You've got the Eight of Pumpkins in the reverse, clarifying Jam, which is the Eight of Pentacles reverse. And now you've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So 8, 8. Eights can be significant. That's representative of cycles. So I do feel like you are finishing up a cycle, a soul lesson with the Star card on the bottom. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You don't have to be. Nine of Cups in the reverse. You could be dealing with somebody who has addictions. And people can have addictions to anything. They can have addictions to food. They can have addictions to attention, okay? It doesn't matter what that pattern is. With this showing up here, I do see that you are stressed. Some of you guys are really stressed about like money or finances, or just something that you put a lot of time, energy, and effort into. But with the Eight of Pentacles reverse, it does show a lack of mastery here. Now, Eight of Pentacles in the upright is mastery, right? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is a lack of mastery. So going back to the very beginning with that ritual card in the verse, okay, where, you know, it says like, hey, you need to like learn more about this. You don't know what you're doing. You're not actually putting your power, your energy into it because you're not believing in yourself, or there's other unconscious areas that are sabotaging your spell work or your rituals or your prayer, whatever it is. That's almost like blocking it here. With the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, that's this energy of like, you don't actually know what you're doing, okay? You are like, what are they called? An intern? right? Is that internships where they learn from other people, or I forget what the starting point is, but you're not like advanced or master, right? You're at like the starting, which is okay because we all start somewhere. But with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, Spirit is telling you like don't give up on this, keep going. But there's a lot to learn about whatever you're dealing with right now. Okay, there's more to look into. The Moon card in the reverse and the Three of Pumpkins, working with other people, communicating with other individuals that maybe have good advice or are able to teach you things right now is going to be very important for you to develop a certain skill set. Okay. The groups, community forums, I mean, whatever it is for you. It doesn't have to be, maybe going back to school even, or educating yourself in some formality, whether you're picking up a book and learning something new, listening to a podcast, okay? But it's really going to help with whatever sticky situation you're in right now. Tell me about the starting over card. Yeah, no more self-sacrificing, okay? You need to fill your own cup. Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's like once you start seeing your worth and your truth, it's like you're going to put that energy into your rituals. You're going to put that energy into your work. You're going to put that energy into your family, but you're going to know where it's like bleeding. You're no longer going to argue with people who don't see your value. You're not going to feel these misunderstandings. It's you're going to see things more clearly. Yeah, the Strength card, but right now you're not seeing them clearly here. You have the Strength in the reverse showing up here. It's like you feel like this is never going to come, but it is. The Sun card in the reverse, and I do feel like that's your ego being like, oh, I'm never going to learn this, I'm never going to get through this. Virgos, you guys are so critical on yourselves all the time. Every single Virgo that I know in my life is so self-critical, and I will literally give a compliment. This is one thing I hold space for it because I recognize it, but it does frustrate me at times. But I don't obviously take it out. I recognize my own frustration and why I'm frustrated with it. But like for example, my mother-in-law, one of them is a Virgo, and she looked drop dead gorgeous recently at a wedding. Drop dead gorgeous, and I was like, you look so elegant, so classy, Audrey Hepburn, like just drop dead gorgeous. And I tell her that, and she says thank you, and she's like, yeah, thank you, but this and X, Y, and Z. And she like brought up every little tiny flaw that she saw within herself instead of just accepting the compliment. And then I gave a compliment on her speech because I genuinely enjoyed her speech, and she had a hard time accepting that. So I need you guys to learn to accept compliments when people are giving them to you, because I promise you, nobody's just giving you empty compliments. Okay, nobody that cares, let me say that. Nobody that cares is going to give you empty compliments. Like, trust me, I don't just go around complimenting everybody. I give them when I sincerely mean them. And so it's that type of energy here, okay? And by the way, my mother-in-law, she will never watch these readings. She doesn't believe in this stuff, so she'll never see this here. But yeah, we have the Ace of Pumpkins and the Ten of Pumpkins on the bottom of the deck. All right, so while you're not believing that you can create the change that you're desiring, Spirit is showing you that it is going to come through. Okay, it is. The Ace of Pumpkins are new opportunities that are going to come in. If this is in regards to like family or living environment, situation, or your finances, it's absolutely you're going to be given a new opportunity, and it is going to turn around. But you need to look deeper right now. And what you need to look deeper into is yourself, your own mastery, where you're at, where you want to be. It's kind of like a revision, a reassessment. You know how like in school, kids, like they take midterms and then they take finals, right? This is like your midterm right now. You're in the middle of midterms and you're being tested to see where you're at. It doesn't mean that you pass or you fail necessarily. It's just like seeing where you are at so you know where you need to improve or what you don't need to improve on. And that's that reflection card that's coming up for you so that you can come into your third harvest, okay? And again, the third harvest represents like an abundant harvest where you gather everything that you need for the winter months. So that's what I'm seeing here for you. All right, a bit of reflection, subconscious workings, whatever it may be, especially if you've been having a lot of anxiety. Oh, what is that trash card? I already put all the cards together, so message about this though. Chuck it in the trash. It could be a mentality, a belief system. Okay, Temperance card. The imbalance, like things that are just taken from you and not restoring your energy. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse and Six of Pumpkins in the reverse. Yeah, things that aren't taken from you, things that like they're just depleting you. 6 and 6, 66 could be a significant number for you. Okay, we have the Judgment card. You're gonna see like, okay, I don't have control over that. It's time for me to like let that go. It's time to me to chuck it in the fucking bucket. All right, that's a trashy behavior. That's just not something that I want to put any energy into. Whatever it is, and it could be judgment. Like with the Judgment card coming up, maybe it's like you were judging yourself way too harshly. That's trashy behavior. You are exquisite. You are so worthy. You know, like it's like that TikTok trend where it's like, what do you bring to the table? And then all these people are like, I am the table. You know, you are the table, Virgo. All right, you don't need to prove yourself to anybody. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward here and get into your career and finances. Career and finances, please, for Virgos. What do they need to know during this time? You guys have the Cup card. Again with the cup. You could be drinking a lot, okay, or there's a need to hydrate yourself, you know, if it's not like alcohol or something, but also filling up your cup. I keep getting, you got the eggs card showing up for you. Hi, Brittany. Hello, beautiful. I love your bangs, by the way. I already liked that, what you shared on social media, but just to share that with you, I do like it. I think it's such a cute look on you. Okay. Oh crap, give me a second. Okay, sorry. I have a 24 karat gold Labubu. Just kidding. I have my ankle is broken in 3 places, and then my foot is broken as well. I'm in a boot until surgery, and this boot was fucking heavy, so I had to like lift it up and put it onto the bed because it was hanging off the bed. That's why we're in my room, just for these readings until I get surgery, because yeah, it's just annoying. All right, messages, please. Thank you. You got a lot here. 6 of Pumpkins. Yeah, you need to pour into things that are pouring back into you. Okay, rebuild your confidence right now. I do see things move into calmer waters, but just be careful, especially if you're having like arguments or disagreements, because you have the 6 of Swords to the Judgment reverse card. So it's like, be careful like judging yourself or others, but only say things that you genuinely mean. Don't say things while your emotions are heated. You know, when we look into a cup of boiling water or a pot of boiling water, we don't see things clearly. And that's the same with emotions. You know, it's better just to be like, I'm about to say something that I will regret, so I'm going to walk away, you know, and go do some breathing techniques or self-regulating techniques and whatever is necessary, and then come back around when you can. You know, it's just kind of the smart thing to do right now for yourself, especially in regards to work. I do see success coming in for you, though, for those of you guys that are looking for that. Some of you guys could be starting over. You could work in the healthcare industry. You don't have to, but there's some sort of new opportunities coming in. Some of you guys could be looking at insurance, okay? Which is actually crazy because I brought up my insurance here. I'm not a Virgo at all, though. But yeah, some of you guys could be looking at insurance for pumpkins here. Stop avoiding something. Stop avoiding something because you're creating some sort of delay. We have the 3 of Wands reversed and the 4 of Swords. Yeah, it's like there's nothing to be anxious about. Some of you guys are just needing more rest, and it's like you're overworked right now. Tell me about the person getting a new job. Thank you. We have the 8 of Swords. You are nervous. You are really nervous. You don't know if like you're gonna get hired at a place, something like that. Nice. King of Pumpkins in the bottom. I do see you getting hired though. This is great. I love that. Okay. Tell me about these new opportunities that are coming in. Okay, they're gonna make you happy. You have the 3 of Cups here, and then the 2 of Wands. You're gonna have multiple new opportunities that are coming in that are gonna make you happy, and there's gonna be reasons to celebrate. Like there's some sort of good news that's coming forth. 10 of Wands reverse. That's going to relieve a lot of burden. But I feel like right now, like leading up to this, you've been very overburdened. You need to refill your cup, Virgos. I keep saying that, like refill your cup. I just feel like a lot of you're throwing yourself like into work, or you're overworking yourself. You need to rest more. Make sure that you're getting adequate rest, especially if you're a woman, you know, depending on like what phase you are in your menstrual cycle. You know, you need some rest. You definitely need some rest. Okay. Your future energy. I've been saving the best for last. You got gifts coming in. The universe has some gifts for you, okay? So there's going to be, again, yeah, King of Swords, very beautiful. It's going to come through in some sort of like communication. You might be finding out some sort of truce. These are some sort of ideas that you're implementing, all right? And it's gonna come where you kind of like feel at your lowest. You know, I feel like telling you like you're gonna be proof of a miracle. Like Spirit's using you as like evidence for some sort of miracle. Okay, I know this is like crazy that I'm like getting this and you guys might not understand it. So here you got the King of Swords, you have the Five of Cups, and then you've got the Nine of Cups here. And with clarifying the gift card, like I feel like Spirit's going to use you to prove to other people around that miracles do exist. I don't know exactly how Spirit's going to do that. I mean, I'm not in charge of Spirit, and it's not like we have a meeting every single day. But it is going to happen. You're not meant to know. You're not meant to control how it happens. Yeah, because you always want control over everything. King of Cups, you just need to trust. You just need to trust that this is coming in, okay? The Hierophant from Spirit, okay? It's literally coming in. So Spirit has a surprise for you, Virgo. You have to trust that it's going to come in. And it's like everyone around you, they might know your situation. Like, let's say that you've got, okay, let's use... like back in the day, like a year and a half ago or whatever, no, 2 years ago now, when my roof got blown off during Hurricane Beryl. And you know, like obviously in the moment that was just like, what the heck, you know, I just moved into this house like 3 weeks ago. And then I immediately moved into another house that I loved even more. You know, it's like there was a miracle behind that. And I'm sure like looking at that, you're like, damn, that really sucks. This neighbor's whole roof just got blown off during a hurricane. And then, you know, you see that it's like showing everybody that miracles exist. That was a bad example. I don't know. Babies, I've been up since like 7 o'clock this morning. I am tired and I'm doing my best, okay? But you've got good things coming in though, so trust the energy. Focus on like filling up your own cup, okay? I know you're feeling really stuck right now, but this is like an ending and a new beginning. Thank you. A transformation. Scorpio season, we got 6 planets in Scorpio. It's transformative energy that's working in your life right now, okay? And it's like before you even hit rock bottom, it's gonna quickly change. Let's get into your love life and see what we got going on. Matters of the heart, please, or love life. Matters of the heart, please, or love life. By the way, I didn't like panic when my roof blew off, by the way. I literally danced in it. There's like rain and like fucking it flooded into my living room. I just cracked up and then I danced in it and I had fun with it, and it absolutely sucked because I was really worried about mold and everything else, but everything worked out. Like I just stayed positive. My wife stayed positive, and I have like a lifetime supply of hurricane water for workings now. So, I mean, like it works out. All right. It works out. Trust the process, babies. I know that. Yeah, I know that it's not always easy though, and when we're in the midst of it, we can't see beyond it, and I know that. I've been there so many times. Trust the universe and know that you're building your testimony and you're becoming a miracle for other people. Messages, please, for Virgos. Thank you. We've got the mirror card again. Lots of mirror cards coming up. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Brittany. Yes, I love that. Thank you. Brittany said, for those of you guys that won't see the replay chat, she said, it's a miracle that you and your family were unharmed in the process. A lot of times in storms like that, people often lose their lives, but because you were saved and spared, because the divine loves you so much. Yes, that's a very positive way of looking at it. Yeah, and I'm very grateful none of my pets were harmed. We even got a new cat during that experience. And so his name is Phoenix because he says Phoenix Rising. But his nickname is Beryl because he came during Hurricane Beryl and just never left. So we love him. He's an indoor cat 100%. He loves his life. Messages, please, for Virgo's love life. Messages, thank you. Ooh, heartbroken. Babies, what are we going through? Okay, and then you have talking. Okay, clarify this, please, for me, for Virgos. Thank you. Okay. There's somebody around you being extremely selfish right now and keeping a lot of secrets. This truth is going to be exposed during this time. And you're just like waiting, like you know that there's something deeper going on. You're just kind of like waiting for the result. I do feel like right now though, for my singles, go out, have some fun, you know, enjoy dressing up here. You're going through a massive rebirth. Okay. If you are talking to somebody, there might be somebody around you, possibly a Cancer or an Aquarius, that is either hurting your feelings or like they're going through some sort of heartbreak, and I feel like you're going to be a pillar for them. If this person's hurting your feelings, what's hurting your feelings is some sort of secrets. Okay, there's something that's not being seen right now, but again, the truth is going to come out. And I know the star card doesn't represent truth, but I feel like the truth is going to come out in the healing process of this. Okay, you have the moon and the stars. Maybe that's like significant. Maybe somebody called you like their moon and stars or something like that, or you told them like, you know, I love you more than the moon and the stars, right? I love that. But the Page of Wands, you could be dealing with like a teenager. Pages for me are like teenagers that think that they know everything, you know, or preteens even are like pages for me. Knight of Wands I consider like people in their early 20s. Every tarot reader is a little bit different though, okay? But pages are like my preteens. I know most people would consider them kids, but yeah, I'll specifically say kid. I don't feel that though. I feel like preteen or teenager for some reason. But I do feel like you're kind of like waiting for a good deep conversation with whoever this individual is, and they're not, it is going to come out. You're waiting for things to like heal a little bit before having this conversation or before talking with them, or waiting for them to like reach out to you first with the Three of Cups, Five of Swords. There could have been a big argument, okay? You could be waiting for an apology as well. Nine of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Spirit's asking you to rest right now. Literally, like, take a step back from this, kind of let it breathe, let it be what it is, and then come back to it when you and this other person, whoever is involved, is ready. If you're dealing with a friend and you're being like a pillar, like, give them time to breathe, time to, like, work through things on their own as well. You know, don't give too much to the situation. Right now they want you to like have fun. They want you, I know it's really hard to do, but like there's a lot of opportunity for you to kind of get out there, and there's a lot of like attention. I feel like you're kind of a hot commodity right now where a lot of people are going to want to hang out with you. They're going to try to make plans with you, invite you to dinner, invite you to coffee, invite you out, you know, come to this event, let's dress up for Halloween, you know, like let's do certain things. And it's gonna take you a lot of strength to like get up and do that, because it's gonna make you feel like selfish and for whatever reason, but I feel like you're meant to do that, and that's gonna be part of like the break, you know, is like going out and just having fun and being free. Thank you, Astral, I appreciate that. The Two of Cups, yeah. You know, sometimes we like stress a situation because we're so close to it. And that's what I'm feeling right now. Like, I feel like you're so close to the situation. You know, it's like if I was nestled up in a flower, all I would see is the pollen around me, right? If I was like a little ant inside of a flower, I would only see like the pollen, right? Or the petals. Or if I was an ant and I was in the grass, I would only see an escape of like forest essentially around me. I wouldn't see like, oh wow, there's a giant house and there's dogs in this forest and there's all these other things, because I'm too small to see that. So when we're too close to something, we don't have the capacity to be able to like expand out and see the bigger picture. And so taking some time back, like taking a step back, is going to allow the picture to like show itself. It's going to allow you to see different perspectives or gain other perspectives. Okay. Single as a Frankel. Yeah, what a good time to be single, baby. It's retrograde season. There's going to be a lot of shit going down. People don't get it, especially with 6 planets in Scorpio and a grand water trine going up in the sky. All right. Yeah. Anyways, so there's a lot, and a lot of people are gonna move very impulsively right now. Go out to a party, go have fun though, go hang out, go do something. Know that everything is going to resolve. It just doesn't look like it's gonna resolve this week exactly. Okay, just being real with you guys. Go restore your passion though for life, and you know, get a breath of take a breath of fresh air. Is kind of what I'm saying. As cliche as that may sound, I'm not asking you to bypass or ignore anything. That's absolutely not what I'm saying or what Spirit is saying here, but you know, have fun, go out and have fun in life and enjoy yourself. Okay, be careful of like random hookups though. All right. So our best friends party of one. It's been really hard to make friends because a lot of women out there haven't gone through the things that you have. Yeah, I totally get it, baby. I do. It's hard. I know. A lot of people aren't really open right now, and that's because a lot of the collective is in fear, and they think like, oh, I'm protecting my peace, and so they protect their peace by being like a really fucking shitty friend and not showing up for you, as if you going through something is low vibrational. And like a lot of people don't understand, like, you're fake as shit, you're love and light bullshit, like you don't have the capacity, you know. It is just ridiculous. Like I've had friends tell me that, not that exactly, but you know, be like, sorry, I was just trying to be really present. And I'm like, so to be really present, you had to entirely like ignore me? Like, please tell me how else you life is completely out of balance and how you don't value our friendship or our connection, you know. Like, let me know what else. Like, not that I, you know, you're entitled, we're not at all, but there's a difference between, you know, being so present. It's like picking and choosing what is convenient, essentially, right? Rather than actually being able to hold space and be present. I don't know. This is bullshit. So I understand what you're going through with that. I know what that's like. And again, it's natural to want human connection. So try online spaces, online forums if you're not having great luck in person. And, you know, try meeting new people through doing new things, going to salsa dancing classes, going to painting classes, whatever you like doing, joining a Facebook group that goes hiking every Saturday and you like to go hiking, or joining for surf lessons because you like surfing. Like, we meet people in random places, and you know, it's important. Or start talking to people everywhere that you go. Even, I mean, you can make friends with the cashier that's ringing you up. There's a lot of ways. I used Bumble BFF or whatever. It's actually, yeah, Bumble for Friends, BFF. And that was a great way. I started hosting game nights, paint nights, moon circles, all the things, and it worked out really well for me. So maybe that's something there that you could do. Anyway, Spirit is saying you are a pure soul with good intentions. Okay, Virgos, you are. Transform your burdens into blessings. You are a master alchemist. Yes, the library. There's so many free things that you can do as well. I live in Houston right now, and like on Tuesdays they have like free museum days. And you can go out and, like, you know, I don't know. I just like to get in the community. I volunteer at the animal shelter. That helped me meet a bunch of people. Like, there's so many ways to meet people and build connections. Messages, please. And I'm not trying to say that it's easy and dismiss your personal experiences, by the way. Yeah, easier said than done. Exactly. It's easier for me to say it, but it is possible. Now, am I super close with everybody that I met? Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm very selective. However, I do have those individuals. If I wanted to get a group of people together, I can make it happen. You know what I mean? So I like to spend time alone, though. I like being alone. I'm a Capricorn. I need a lot of alone time. I don't like to deal with other people. Messages, please. I'm obsessed with my wife and my family, and that's it. That is it. Opportunities are coming, though, okay? I've got like 3 friends that I check in on consistently, and that's about it. That's because I give my all, and the connections that I do have, I don't make excuses and disappear and ghost or do any of these other things. I'm like either all in or I'm fucking not, you know? Fellow Cap, yes to that. Exactly. Yeah, you get it. I feel like Virgos are very similar to Capricorns as well. Take back control in your life. Yeah. Control the things that you can and the wisdom to know the difference. Let things kind of reveal themselves. Definitely look deeper into situations. But what I feel like you need to look deeper in is like where you have been self-sacrificing or self-sabotaging, where you might need to rest more, because that's what this entire reading talked about. I feel like you're giving way too fucking much and it's not being appreciated, and that's part of these power struggles that you've been caught in, and there's a need for independence from this control, okay, from like this weird, again, power struggle that's been around you, because there is somebody who's trying to dominate you. Yeah, these cards are very obvious here. Somebody that's like trying to dominate over you in some sort of way. All right, we have you are aligned with source energy. Symbols, music, numbers, and signs. Communication. Spirit is communicating with you. Pay attention to everything going on around you during this time. And orbs. Check your pictures. You will see us. Baby, today is, if you celebrate Dia de los Muertos by any chance, okay, today is the day where our animals get to come back. So if you have your ofrenda, you have your marigolds out and everything else and your offerings, okay, tonight our pets come back, which I'm so excited for. That's where I'll be. I can't wait to just have that energy in and be present with that. It makes me want to cry already. You guys know I lost my soul dog, Juliet, if you remember, if you've been here a long time. So I'm very excited, and I got her all the treats and bones and stuff like that. So anyways, happy day for those of you guys that celebrate that. For others of you guys, Halloween's coming up. I hope you guys have a safe Halloween. I send you so much love, Virgos. I'll probably actually see you at the very end of the week again, because technically I owed you guys from last week. Things just got caught up. So I'll probably see you on Halloween, and you'll get to see my final costume for that one. I love you, Virgos. Don't forget to like this reading, please, and take care of yourselves. Honor yourselves. You're so important. You're so valuable. You are the fucking table. Stop thinking that you have to prove yourself to anybody or anything around you, okay? There's nothing wrong with you. I love you guys. Bye.